Well, hello, it's morning, and it's Friday morning. The weekend is here. Awesome. Youth group tonight. See you there at 7 o'clock. And are you going to the Ignite Youth Conference at Redemption Church tomorrow? Hope so. Looking forward to seeing you there if you're going. And if you're not, hey, we've all got different things going on the weekend. So whatever you're doing, hope you have a good time. I don't know if you can hear it, but our foyer is the carpet is being cleaned. So if there's a low hum, that's what it is. We'll see how bad it is before we put this up, but that's where we're at. All right, the FBY experience part 3 for Hello, It's Morning this week. We have been talking about that this week. We looked at on Monday, number 1 was, hey, we like to have fun. Wednesday, part 2 was 1 Thessalonians 2:8, sharing the gospel and our lives with you. And here we are, number 3, supper is on. And what do I mean by that? Well, Revelation 3:20 says, "Look, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in and we will share a meal together as friends." One of the other things that we hope you will take up when you come to youth group, that you'll take up this challenge, is to listen. Uh, Challenge yourself to listen for God's voice. Uh, Jesus in Revelation is saying, if I'm going to stand at the door of your heart and I'm going to knock, and if you invite me into your heart, I'll come in and we'll share a meal together as friends. That idea of a meal together is a key thing for um, people in the Middle East where Jesus was. Um, the idea of hospitality, sharing a meal together, that's something that you did as deep friends. And the kitchen, the dining table was like the heart of the home where they would gather. And I spent 15 days in Lebanon a number of years ago, and it was, we were told in our preamble in Toronto before we went. They said, hey, the meal time, they're going to put lots of food in front of you. They take their meal times very seriously. But even though we were kind of tipped off to what it was like, it was still amazing to see it. You would go and sit at the meal table, and it would take you 3 or 4 hours to get through a meal. They just love that time together. Deep fellowship, deep connection. And that's what Jesus is saying that he wants with you. He'll knock at the door of your heart, but you've got to open. And he's not going to bang it like a loud clang, like a heavy-handed banging. He's not going to force his way through the door. He's going to knock, and it's going to be up to you to answer that. Are you going to hear it? Are you going to listen for God's voice when he's knocking on the door of your heart? I believe that if you earnestly seek for him, you will find him, that he will reveal himself to you. He loves doing that kind of thing. When people earnestly set their hearts and minds upon knowing him and upon listening to him and upon discovering and finding him, he will reveal himself. There are all kinds of different ways that can happen. And youth group is a great place for it to happen. It could be during the speaking time, the teaching time. Maybe it'll be while we're singing some songs and you'll feel that tug on your heart there. Or maybe it will be during the fellowship and the hanging out with leaders or with other students who know him. I don't know. Maybe it'll be afterward, the next morning when you get up and you're up early for some reason and you see the sunset, or you're to bed late and you see or you're up early and you see the sun rise, and you're to bed late and you see the sun set. I don't know. God speaks the way that he speaks, and I hope that you'll hear it. But I'm challenging you. It's not just a passive thing. You can't just, is he speaking to me? You've got to look. You've got to look. You've got to be active in your engagement, and that's what I challenge you to. So that's what we're hoping for you for youth group. We want to have fun. We want to have a great time, and we're doing it because we want to share the gospel with you, and we want to share our lives with you. And we know that if you come, if you listen, you will hear God's voice. And that is an exciting thing. So there you go. The FBY experience, part 1, 2, and 3 for the first week of Hello, It's Morning in this new fall season. So looking forward to what the season brings. We will see you again soon. Have a good one.